Hi guys, welcome back to Didsbury Art Studio. I'm Sally and in today's video we're going to be doing some shibori dyeing. So as you know, the last week I really got into doing some tie-dyeing. I did one colour and just did it subtly, so if you want to see that video, that's also in my channel. This shibori technique, now it is something that I've done before a couple of times, many times, with GCSE and A-level at school, but I want to just explore just a little bit of the folding technique and just stick with some of the colours that I used last week, but I might add a little bit more strength to them. Then I'm going to be doing 5 t-shirts. Okay guys, so this is what you're going to need for the shibori today. I've got 5 white cotton t-shirts. I'm going in with the rose quartz and my sandstone colour. I'm also using some rubber gloves. I'm going to get some hot water in that jug. I'm going to use the liquid soap and I've got some wet wipes there, stick bands. You'll need a spoon to mix the colour. You'll need a cup of salt. And I'm using a clean bucket there and paper towels for testing the colour. Okay, so for the first one I'm going to do, I'd really like to have sort of circles kind of coming from the side of my t-shirt. So I'm going to start by pinching the fabric, both sides, like this. And I'm going to start with some tight elastic bands. And just do them regular intervals right down. So the next one I'm going to do is the same technique, but I want to have a couple of sort of circles dotted around. Large circles, so I'm maybe going to have one here, and one here on the t-shirt come shoulder. So the way I'm going to do that is, again, you just do the same technique, you pinch it, okay, so I've done 2 down here, up to the right. I'm going to grab this little bit here. So next one I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch little sections all over the t-shirt. Okay, so I've managed to put quite a few on now. Just pinching the fabric, wrapping the elastic around nice and tightly. Okay, so we're going to do an accordion fold for this next shibori technique. So what it involves is I'm going to tuck my sleeve in just over halfway there, and I'm going to grab the t-shirt and fold it like so. And then I'm going to do that again. So up and down. That, and then you can turn it over and just check that your t-shirt is folded in like so. So you can just make sure that that is all kind of like even, so you've got your folds right on the edges on top of one another. Flatten that off. Next, we just add the elastic bands, so the opposite way, like so. I do that a little bit tighter, like that, and then evenly spaced all the way down, like so. That's that one done. So this last one, I'm going to do the accordion fold, but I'm going to do it from the bottom, so horizontally, going up, like so. Just make sure it's all even. And then put your elastic bands. So I've filled up my bucket with water. I've put my salt in, my cup of salt. I'm going to do a teaspoon of liquid, and then I'm going to put in what I had last week from the tie-dyeing I did. So that's half a bottle of the sandstone. That's going straight in. And I'm going to put a little bit of the rose quartz in. What colour it is. I'm going to put a bit more rose quartz in. Now that is very pale, so I'm going to go in with a bit more. Okay, still quite pale. So let's add all the rest. And that's a bit stronger. Add everything into the bucket. For about 10 minutes. So guys, this is what it looks like. I've added actually half a bottle of camel colour as well, because I felt like it needed a little bit more dye. So I'm just going to leave that going. Okay guys, so it's just been about 7 minutes and I'm looking at the dye and it's quite strong, so I'm pulling it out. Okay. Now I'm going to just rinse out with cold water until the water goes clear, basically. There's no more dye. Right, so this was the one that I pinched at the side of the t-shirt. So, ooh, looking nice. Just going to take all the elastic bands off. Reveal. What have we got? Oh my gosh, that is cool. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so this one was the one that I pinched all over. So let's see how we go. Oh wow. Look at that. Love that. Look at the sleeves. Oh wow. Beautiful. So this one was the one where I did I wanted 3 circles dotted around the t-shirt. Wow! Oh my gosh, I love it! Oh, that bit there on the sleeve has worked out brilliantly. Okay, so this was one of the folded ones. Let's see how these come out. Oh my gosh, I love it! Look at that! Wow! Okay, let's undo this folds one. The accordion fold at the bottom of the t-shirt up. So I'm really interested to see how this comes out. Oh wow, that's lovely. Nice and subtle, another subtle one. So I just thought I'd give you a result. I've kind of put them here in my favourite order. Really enjoyed this project. So as you can see, this was the first one. Just had an idea to get the actual circular bit over to the left hand side there at the front of my t-shirt. I actually used a different type of t-shirt for that one. It was one I had that I thought was a little bit baggy, and I thought it just needed vamping up. So dead pleased with that one. That's possibly my favourite. Well, it definitely is. This one, superb. I love it. Just 3 circles over the t-shirts and really effective. This one was the pinch one, just random pinches all over. And then the last 2, these were the ones that I folded. So the first one here is I folded it vertically and it gives horizontal stripes, and the second one is I folded it horizontally from the bottom of the t-shirt up, and you get those white vertical stripes. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with all of them, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And as for the dies, I had some remainder dies left over from last week, and that's why I used the sandstone and the rose quartz. However, as I mentioned, I did end up adding some camel dye, which I already had, just to strengthen up and darken the dye a little bit, because I didn't think the sandstone did enough because it was only half a bottle. Now, I did say in the video that if you wanted to make it more kind of pinky, peachy, rosy coloured, then you need to use less of the camel and more of the rose. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with the colour and how it ended up in the end. I think I possibly in my head was going for a lighter rosy colour. However, I realised that the contrast wouldn't shown up as much with the Shibori. So I do believe and do think that if you go for a stronger colour, then obviously the contrast is going to be really apparent with your white shapes that as a result of the Shibori technique. So yeah, I hope that you like this project. Has led me to think that I want to do a little bit more Shibori, so I'll probably do that shortly and explore a few more techniques to do with that and get a few more different dye colours. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, guys, I'm also at Didsbury Art Studio for Instagram, where you can get a little bit more information on stories, my stories, and you can just see a little bit more of the lead up or afterwards or during some of the photos that I've not put on this video and things like that to do with the projects. So I will see you next Tuesday, and if I get a chance then I'll do another little video in between with some drawing. Okay, take care, bye.